From the point of view of holiday weather, the summer of 2007 has been a disappointment so far. For some people, it's been a total disaster. For the usual plants in unusual places though, it's been a tropical rainforest. When I first started taking these pictures at the back end of autumn 2004, I was using an old Pentax SLR something or other and a random zoom lens I bought from Cash Converters. As you can probably see, I'm not a photographer. The workings of the camera, no matter how many times they're explained to me, continue to be a mystery. I think I choose this obliviousness rather than put too much effort into confusing myself. I do like photographs and I like a lot of the ones I take myself. I visit photography exhibitions, although I could only name less than a handful of photographers. I've never been on a course and I understand that I probably shouldn't have done one before embarking on this exercise. I'm definitely from the point and click tribe. I join millions of others who take great photographs with the digital cameras that they carry around in their pants pocket. As I've discovered, even if the actual photograph is lacking, there are ways and means of altering it to make it look like it belongs in a Sunday supplement. So I did a non-photographer come to have an exhibition of photographs in a proper gallery. 2 years ago I had occasion to travel from Blackburn to the top end of Darwin that is called Bull Hill. On the way I couldn't help but see a veritable garden growing out of a gable end domestic chimney pot on Blackburn Road, just past the bottom of Hayes Lane. And further up through the town centre, just on the right past the Britannia pub, there was an old factory chimney with a proper bush growing out of it. At the back of my mind I kept thinking I ought to take pictures of them one day. The one day arrived when my next door neighbour pointed out there was a sunflower baby growing out of our communal front trough. It had to be done, and that's where it all started. Of course, once I had started, I couldn't stop, and I made several specific trips in search of my subject, sometimes on my bike, other times even while driving along or stopped at traffic lights. The search continued. But it wasn't really a search, because even if you take a vague interest, they're all over the place. Derelict areas are obvious places, but I've seen plants growing out of otherwise well-kept areas. As you might imagine, given half a chance, plants will grow anywhere, so the tendency for the best displays are usually extremely high up, or in the most inconvenient places where even the nuttiest of scaffolders will fear to tread. With the arrival of my first grandchild, Summer, in May 2006, I decided to go digital to make it easier to take snaps of her. This also meant retaking a lot of the original pictures, because they were just better. I also revisited several places because as spring arrived, a lot of the sticks that I first photographed had come into bloom, and the past few wet months and the nice bits we got early on seem to have made them thrive. I hope you enjoy my pictures, and I would say give thanks and praise to the wind and birds for distributing seeds in the weirdest of places. And there are many people to thank. My wife Jenny for her encouragement and for not having me detained somewhere unpleasant. Her life has been put at risk on several occasions when I've stopped the car in inappropriate places to take pictures. She's had to sit patiently in various laybys while I ferreted around the back streets of Lancashire. To the staff at Blackburn Museum and Art Gallery who have made this possible. My kids, Alex and Carla, and their spouses Kathy and Andy for all things to do with computers, CDs, flyers and videos. Andy Biddle for enhancement jiggery-pokery, Steve Smith from Bojangles for printing expertise, and Rob from Copy Direct for similar, Jacqueline Shackleton for our artistic input, and Brian Cox who first made me realise that photographs are fantastic.